welcome. This is from Harvey with Love, and I am your host, Harvey World Drizzy. We back in here with another one. So today's episode, we're gonna go over my personal disclaimer, as well as a video reaction on accountability, women and accountability. So as far as my disclaimer, we're gonna get this out the way right away, right? Because it's come to my attention, or you have to be living under a rock not to notice that if you critique women in a way that's unflattering, you're going to be called to be canceled. They don't come with all of the excuses. You hate your mother. You're a homosexual. You don't like women. Yada, yada, yada. You're broke. There's always you're broke. or something, whatever other disingenuous argument you would like to use. So I want you to know, like, nothing to the red pill content creators or the blue pill guys, but this is a purple pill spot, nothing against those red pill guys. I bang with them, definitely bang with a lot of them, but the issue is it's just a little He-Man woman haterish over there, and that's not what we doing out here. We make fun of Dusties. Yes, we make fun of Dusties. We gonna continue to make fun of them. We make light of they dustiness. We make jokes on they dustiness. Whatever, we gonna laugh. But it's in love. The name of this is From Harvey with Love, because I'm from Harvey and everything I do is with love. So what I need you guys to understand is that I'm not here to bash and to make fun or to make light of the Dusties. Well, yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. I actually am here exactly to make light and make fun of them. But it's a reason. It's to a cause. It's to a solution. I want there to be revived Dusties. I want the Dusties to be able to get back on the right track, because they might not be able to get what they call, I don't want to say high value men or whatever. They might not be able to get these top level guys that everybody's looking for, but they can get more. They might even be able to get one of those still if you keep it at the beam, if they willing to do the work. But you could at least get what you deserve. And my argument has always been that you get what you deserve. Average people get average people. That's just the way the world works. Some average people get no people. And I'm here to try to get you closer to getting something. That's the goal here. And for better and smarter specimen of get the pool that you guys are fishing in. I want to make the pool better. I want to help make the pool better through knowledge and through the actual work that it takes. Whether that's therapy or whether that's aligning yourself properly in your career, education, reading, emotional intelligence, whatever it is. I'm here to help you get to where you want to be. If where you want to be is better than where you was yesterday, because I can't help you. You could be a loser easy. You don't need no help with that. You just keep living. You live long enough. And so before we get into the actual, so the disclaimer is, no, I don't hate my mom. I love my mom. What's wrong with you? No, I'm not a homosexual. I'm actually married. So you can't even hit me with the Kevin Samuels. He doesn't even know. Da da da. And then for the ones that's gonna say, oh, well, he's been married for so long, so he knows that one woman and he don't know all women. I have very intimate friendships with women that go through this bullshit that every single day in the dating world. I have very fucking close male friends. And we talk about you Dusties on a daily basis, like literally a daily basis. So I am in tune with what exactly is going on. And I will be bringing on guests that are more active, so to say, in the dating game. And so that they'll be able to give you their takes and their perspectives on those things. So just before y'all running this motherfucker to cancel me and all that other bullshit that I don't care about, just understand that it's not what you think. I'm a naval veteran, so that's another reason why my humor is going to be so dark sometimes, or I laugh at things that I probably shouldn't laugh at, and I find humor in things that's probably not funny to most people, and that's because I'm a veteran from Chicago. What do you expect from me? Or worse, a veteran from Harvey. So what do you expect from me? But without further ado, we're going to get into the educational part, right? And so before we get into the accountability video, what I want to do is I want to go over a couple of books that I feel will help you better understand women. They helped me, or they continue to help me, because like I say, you need to read. I believe in revisiting books, period, because like you always seem to catch something else. It's like as you get older, certain parts in a book will stick out. And not even as you get older, it could be from season to season. Something that you didn't notice last season, you'll read it this season, be going through that situation, and then that part pop. So all of the books that I give, I'm trying to give books that are good rereads that'll continue to give you knowledge into the future. So without further ado, The Way of the Superior Man. One of the more specific reasons that I picked this book is because in one of the chapters, I'm not sure the chapter, but the name of the chapter is Women Aren't Liars, or something to that effect. In there, he explains to you, or he explains to men, or whoever read the book, that women aren't lying to you. They basically live in a what have you done for me lately reality. That's why whenever you do something wrong right now, fuck all that shit you did for me in the past. That shit out the window when you fuck up today with women. And it's female nature, it's feminine nature. There is no way around it. Your best bet is to understand it and then be able to acclimate to it or adapt to it. Another one, Jordan Peterson's 12 Rules for Life, An Antidote to Chaos. And so this book is almost infamous. They tore Jordan Peterson ass up. They drug him. He had to defend himself on writing on this book many times. He does so in a very great fashion. Matter of fact, I'll put the link to one of his to one of my favorite interviews of him in the description below, so you guys can check that out. But go check this book out. So in 12 Rules for Life, An Antidote to Chaos, the chaos that he's talking about is women. That's why the women are so mad at him. That's why he's so infamous for this book. And so by chaos, he doesn't mean negative, but you got to understand, when you hear chaos, women and men alike, I believe, it has a negative connotation kind of to it. However, he doesn't mean it as a knock. If I ask 10 women, were they complex, 9 of the 10 would probably tell me that they were complex. That's the chaos. There's chaos in that complexity. Women always, you hear women say men are simple. We are simple. But simple is not akin to stupid. And that's the issue. When they hear simple, they think simple-minded. It's kind of a negative connotation. That's why they kind of, all men are so simple. If we're so simple, why can't y'all make us happy? We so damn simple. Why the divorce rate so high? Because simple doesn't mean easy. And the same way chaos doesn't mean bad. It's not a negative thing. And so in this book, he basically explains the chaos that is women. And he's another married man, a married educator, very smart, a scholar, so, and this is his play on it. So it's better than me. It's better than any of the information that I could give you on what's going on. And so these books will help you better understand the logic on this bird that's coming up. And so this reaction that we're going to do, this video that we're going to review here, is from Alan over at WeNeedToTalk. Again, one of my favorite channels actually as of late, because of just the way he holds his conversations and what they talk about. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do what we usually do. I'm going to play the video, and I'm going to stop it when I see fit to throw in a couple of gems or whatever. So let me go get this video set up.
Message right here. Black boy, tell me how you really feel, cause I just wanna build with you. Black girl, tell me how you really feel. I wanna keep it real with you. I wanna live better, eat better, I wanna love better, sleep better. Yeah, I wanna feel so aligned.
Let me get this off the screen right fast. Real quick, like get these boys out of here so we can get into the video. Boom.
Sublime.
A lot of the conversation that you see when it comes to black men and black women, most of the time men complain that women hate accountability. It's almost like a dirty word. It's like Mufasa. Women hate accountability. So the question is, why do you think either you in the past, you currently, your friends, women you know, your mom, your sisters, why do women evade or tend to evade accountability? So it's everybody's fault but mine.
It's a control thing. And it's a thing of like when you want us to take accountability, it comes off as an attack. So we're forced to like put up a defense. I've learned to like take accountability from.
You heard what she said though. She feel attacked. That's why she put up the defense. And a lot of times that come with the way that the accountability is delivered. We got to be better communicators as well. There's a way that you can communicate that she won't even know that it's necessarily a judgment, and that comes with that something that you could be worked on through the book How to Win Friends and Influence People, one of the books that I gave you guys before. Jump in there, find out how to better encode these messages so that it could be decoded by your receiver in the way that you want. And women are hard to, you can't speak to them the way you speak to men. See, because there's always, at a minimum, a low-level threat of violence when you speak to men, we speak to each other with a natural respect for the most part. Now, there's some disrespectful guys, but you get it. For the most part, there's a mutual respect, even for a stranger, when you speak to them, because you don't know who the hell you're talking to. With women, we take that same respect for granted, and they don't give you that right off the bat. They women. So you're not getting that same respect from her that you would get maybe from another man, because there isn't really that low-level threat of violence. At least there shouldn't be in a civilized world, and they live in a civilized world. So in a civilized world, man should keep his hands to himself, which he should. Let's be very clear. I believe you absolutely, as a man, should keep your damn hands to yourself. However, like I said, we need to find a better way to encode these messages. Maybe find a different way. Put the medicine in the applesauce. Make the airplane sounds to her or some shit. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Myself, because I mean, if you're wrong, and what's gonna happen?
What's gonna happen?
Like, but the accountability thing, I just feel like, again, once you feeling attacked, you gonna wanna, you feel me? Like, put up that shield, like, nah, like, bro, chill. But
get defensive right away.
Like,
Stop
having to take
sense once you get
accountability,
defensive
it
too.
don't feel like a safe place. It don't feel like you're on our side. It feels like an attack. That's
because you encoded it wrong.
Like,
if it feels like an attack,
is. Nobody wants to be
need
wrong
to take
at the end of the
accountability
day, because
for the
being
bad.
wrong is wrong, and nobody wants to be wrong.
We need to take accountability for the bad communication. So if she's feeling that way, especially if you're talking to your significant other, your girl, your wife or whatever, and she feels attacked, she knows you. So maybe it's how you gave it to her. But at the same time, it depends on what it is, because hey, discipline don't sound nice all the time.
Wrong. But at the end of the day, everybody can be wrong, and it's okay. Just, it's just the L you gotta just roll with. It ain't like what's gonna happen to you. Personally, though, I don't mind taking accountability. It don't faze me.
She unfazed by the accountability.
I'm cool. If I was wrong, I'm cool with it. I'll take that. I'm woman enough to admit that. My bad, bro. You were right. I was wrong. Bro. I'm gonna work on that. I'll fix it. You feel me? Like, but usually it don't.
You see how she said that shit? You don't even believe that. And that's exactly the energy that you're gonna get from her most of the time. Like that's if you don't get your fucking head bit off. You gonna get that playful da 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 da. Get over it, nigga. That's what you gonna get most of the time.
Don't feel good, but it don't feel like nothing to me no more. Cause it's like you have to be an adult about shit. You gotta be real about it. Like, girl, you wrong for that. You feel me? So it don't feel good to be wrong.
Do you think that might be part of the reason why black men don't feel loved by black women?
Because we don't take accountability?
Because we can't tell y'all shit.
Boom.
Actually, can't nobody tell y'all shit these days.
That's actually part of it, though. Like,
that's actually kind of false, though. Because typically, they go to work and behave. Typically, they go to work and act like a model citizen. They bring that bullshit back home to you. They bring that bullshit, yeah, that's for outside of work most of the time. All I'm asking is, give me the same respect you give fucking Mr. Steve at work. Give me his respect when you come home. But this is another thing, though. With inflation flying in a new modern society, these households where it's only one person working, they not normal anymore. So this is another trap that we done fell in. You can't ask for what your granddaddy asked for if grandma didn't work, typically. So for you to run around here and ask for the same thing granddaddy was getting and grandma wasn't working, your girl got to work. That's the sad truth for most Americans. Don't matter the color. The sad truth is that it's going to take a 2-person household. Because it's going to take a 2-person household, she's not going to be able to have that same dedication because who going to watch the damn kids? The kids is school age. Okay, so in school most of the day, she working most of the day, but then she get home just the way you get home. Is it right for you to expect dinner to be on the table because she got home 30 minutes prior? Or that's if she even getting home before you. Like I'm saying, modern society is modern problems, need modern solutions. Stop trying. You might not be able to have what granddaddy and grandma had. You might have something different. You guys need to understand that as a team, there is no script for this. It's what you two can put up with. There's no script for this. I can't tell you how to love your wife or how your wife should, as a wife, how she should love her husband. I can't tell you that because each relationship is different. What I can say is it's certain things, it's certain principles that you can move by, like one, keeping your shit. If y'all together in a relationship, keep your business to yourself. That's rule number one. If you can master rule number one.
Like, I get don't get me wrong. Like, I do get where y'all be coming from. Like, I completely get where y'all coming from.
She said, I get it. I just don't give a fuck.
Empathetic. Like, I can see
I understand
how you would perceive this as like, damn, like, you have to step outside of yourself and really look at shit in a different perspective. So I can understand why y'all feel the way y'all feel towards us sometimes. We don't want to take accountability because we feel attacked. Because I feel like I said earlier, it has a lot to do with our value in the world and our value to y'all. If we already feel small, so now we're wrong too. Like, we already
you already feel small, now we wrong too.
Don't have much to. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's you that told me this or if I read it somewhere, but then it was like, what does a man have to gain from being married? Because I never thought about that. I've never in my life thought about that until it was brought to my attention. Like, what does a man have to gain from being married? And I had to think about the shit too, because most of the time when you're watching these little shows on TV, it's always the man paying for the stuff, or like he has to get on one knee and propose, and he has to pay for everything, and he has to like take you on the honeymoon and carry you over the threshold and all this type of shit. And like you have his kids and stuff like that, and it's usually the woman who's like so happy, oh, I got the ring and dress shopping and all this type of stuff, and it's usually the dude on the fence chilling, letting her do everything. And like I never thought about that, and it just made me wonder, like, damn, like, what do we really mean to y'all? So it's a lot of like inner feelings on like if we even really mean anything to y'all, because we're usually the ones filing for divorce. We're usually the ones getting cheated on. So, I mean,
They usually the ones getting cheated on. That's the
What
number one
is
thing,
a man's primary role in the home?
Here you go.
provide and protect.
What's your role?
That's how I see it. I don't know no other role he could have. You're a man, and I feel like at the end of the day, regardless of how we feel about all this stuff, men should play their role just as much as women.
That's my next question. What is a woman's primary role in the home?
In the home, taking care of the household and doing her part, or whatever her man wants or needs her to do. To keep everything together, to keep the relationship together, the family, and all that stuff. Not saying that it's solely her responsibility, because he, of course, should, be involved in all that as well. But, protect and provide. Who do you call to kill all the spiders? Him.
Fucking
So with that
Spider-Man.
being said, if he's on his job,
Fucking
a woman
spider
should
killer.
submit to him 100%.
Look at her. Look. No, that's not what I said. That's not what she said.
I don't got no problem with submitting, but as long as I feel like the submit thing should like
Shit, whooping her ass. Look.
be.
Whooping her
I don't know.
ass.
I don't want y'all to hate me for saying this now. But I feel like if you want a woman to be submissive, I personally feel like you have to earn that.
So
There it
Because
is.
I done seen a lot of like goofy ass niggas have these females that just lay down and just give them everything.
Like a stick
that
up,
don't
huh?
even deserve it. And it's just like,
Lay
what
down
are
and
you
give 'em
pouring
everything.
in that you should be receiving?
See, that's the issue. First of all, you minding that lady business is the problem. They got a problem with this settle word. They always thinking somebody's settling. So it's real easy for you to see your friend and you don't think that her man is up to par. So you feel that she's settling because you feel like he's below her. You don't understand. She's getting what she qualifies for. And you might be fucking up her chances minding her business. Stay out of her fucking business. Oh, I wouldn't put up with that. I wouldn't put up. Half the time, the motherfuckers who wouldn't put up with, they by their fucking self. There's a reason why you by yourself. Because you wouldn't put up with that. That's why you were fucking alone. And now, there's different things. If he punching your ass every day, he whooping your ass every day, he an ass whooper. Get up out of there. He don't deserve you. If he's abusive in any way, mentally, physically, verbally, whatever it is, if he's abusive, that's something totally different. But I'm talking about most of the time, you're not taking no fucking abuse. You're not being abused. Maybe you're not getting taken out as many times. Or he take me out to this, he do this, he buy this for me, he do this, and maybe this guy can't keep up, but that don't mean she's settling. She is typically getting what she deserves. Like, people don't understand that what you deserve is deeper. I think people need to look up that definition and see what it actually means. You got to do something to deserve something. You got to earn to deserve. You don't just get it because chivalry, because you're supposed to.
all these wonderful, you get what I'm saying, things.
Should men have that same mindset?
But there's never a thing about man being submissive. That's not a thing.
No, I'm saying like because what you're saying is submission is conditional, right? You have to do
It's
these
always
things.
I
conditional femininity.
personally feel like, yes, it should be conditional because some men don't deserve submissive women. Because at the end of the day, like, you have to think about what kind of man you have. Like, it's a lot of controlling men. It's a lot of men who
Why would
are
you stay
insecure.
But then why are you with him?
Exactly.
But that's my point. If you're with him, you should be able to submit to him 100%.
I
right?
mean, if that's what she want, if that's her cup of tea, then
No, yours. If it's your dude.
Because part of the frustration with men, and that's why I asked you some of those questions at the beginning, men are saying, you guys are picking the wrong niggas. Mm-hmm. And then penalizing other niggas and niggas in general and saying that we don't deserve submission. You have to earn submission. So men are saying, why don't you pick niggas who are worthy of submission off top?
Well, let's hear this.
Because you're submitting, if you're with a man, you're submitting to him anyway.
who are worthy of submission. I mean,
because you're making it conditional.
I feel like you have to grow to that point, though.
But I'm
like, you
saying,
don't
like,
just off the bat just be like, yeah, babe, of course, babe, sure, babe.
You got to
It's
grow to
not
that.
like that.
You expect that.
I'm telling you, these Decepticons that's going to try to sell you this dream that they can turn their femininity and their submission on and off. Don't you niggas fall for that. Don't you fall for that. She ain't turning shit on and off. She's either that way or she's not that way. Now, I will say that, and I've seen it with my own two eyes. I've seen a woman that's hard as a rock, can't be cracked, see a guy that she likes and melt, turn in, she's not that rock no more. I've seen her open up. I've seen that happen before. Man, that happens. But what I'm talking about is these gangsters, these thugs, these dusties. They run around here cheating on everybody. They run around here, all of the negatives. All of the negatives. They run around and then they think, oh, but, I'm going to stop cheating. I'm going to stop stealing and lying and all of this other crazy shit that I'm doing. I'm going to stop posting ass and shaking ass all online every day when I meet the right man. No, you not. You addicted to them dopamine hits. You more of a fiend for them booty shots than we is, than the thirsty boyfuckers that's liking it is. Shit.
For men, though. You expect, no, but what I'm saying is, the stuff that men are supposed to do, provide and protect, you expect that off top.
Off top, right away.
And the things you're supposed to do, like submit and care and nurture, I have to earn that. Why is that?
No. Care and nurture, no, because...
But submission is part of that.
Nah, because...
For men, it is.
I feel like being submissive is just...
Submitting to somebody's authority.
Of course, yeah, but like care.
I think the problem with submission is just the connotation behind it. I think women feel that to submit is to lose. It's like a win-lose situation, and it's not, when it's really win-win. It's not a win-lose situation. You still have power in submission. You have the most power when you think about it in submission, because, and that's if you submit to the right man, though. That's I think the issue. I think you see too many women submit to the wrong man, and by the wrong man is not necessarily that guy might be worthy of submission from another woman, just not from you, because let's be for real. He probably don't even want you like that. Like, it's just, it's sad, but it's like dudes will stick around. That's why most of the time the divorces is from the woman, because the dude, he'll typically put up with any damn thing. He'd rather have peace. That's just how it is. But these women aren't able. Nobody is. That's like, as a man, if I told you, oh, I could be masculine for a really feminine woman, but I'm usually with masculine women, so I'm usually feminine. Nobody's believing that shit. Tell me, get my dweeb ass out of here. It's no way you believe in that shit, but we supposed to believe it.
Caring and nurturing is not. I feel like that's already in our nature to be there anyway. So that's beside. I feel like submission is depending on who you are or if you're capable of being submissive.
No, part of caring and nurturing a man is submitting to him, because for us, our ego is everything, and we interpret love through respect. So like, am I your king? Yes or no? That's what submission is about. And are you going to treat me like I'm a king? And I run things. Shit. But again, part of the issue is women can say, until you do this, 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 and this, you're not going to get this. But men can't say that. I can't say, until you do this, 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 and this, I'm not going to take you on a date, or I ain't going to give you no money, or I ain't going to do this, or I ain't going to do that.
I see what you're saying.
Exactly.
You ain't going to tell me to get my broke ass up out of there.
Is it right that women get to make their femininity conditional, but they expect men's masculinity to be initial?
Uh-oh.
It's not fair, now that you put it like that. But
it's not fair, but I don't give a fuck. Because you know what but mean. You know what but mean.
Y'all's ego
put it back on
plays a big role in how a woman submits to you. Because ego is like, okay, so how do I put it like this? Like, the male ego is like you, penis size, how much money you got, status, all that falls in line with your ego. And I feel like,
I'm going to tell you why it falls in line with our ego, lady. Because that's how we're judged. It's the reason why we have a term called the 3-6 Mafia over here. It's because that's how we're judged. We're judged by penis size. We're judged by how much money we have in our pocket and how much status. The only thing women love more than clout is money, or vice versa. Who knows? But they up there. They 1A and 1 Bravo. The reason that that's going to be directly tied to a man's ego is because we are, well, a heterosexual male. It's because I am interested in women. We are interested in women. And if women judge us based on these things, we're going to be cognitive of those things. It's not that hard a concept.
if it's dudes that think like they that nigga, so they should receive that off top.
Off top.
Even if you ain't shit, even if you're rude as hell, even if you just
supply and demand,
like,
baby,
are disrespectful and all that stuff, you just think a female should just bow down to you and stuff like that.
If a nigga 3-6 Mafia,
it can't be like that.
If you want, somebody will.
It should.
Because
broke on mud.
I think every nigga should be like that, right? And the type.
Look at her face. Look at her face. Her face say it all. Her face say it all. He should be. It's supply and demand, baby. We've already went over this. The 3-6 Mafia isn't few and far, but it's not a lot of them. It's not a lot of them. You're talking about the top 1%. You're talking about the top echelon of man. So the top echelon of man is going to get his pick of the litter, their pick of the litter. So you absolutely right, shorty. If you don't treat him the way he's supposed to be treated, the way he feels he's supposed to be treated, there's a line of others that will do just what you want. So it's like, why stick around and why worry about it? I saw it today, like online on Facebook or some shit. It was a post. I've seen it many times, but this time it was basically on how men aren't loved unconditionally. They are only loved under condition that they got money or some shit like that, to that effect. And it's just so funny how many women would come on to this post and like admit it like it's no big deal. Yeah, that's right, blah, blah, blah. But nobody understands how that's fucked up. So you want faithful men. You want loving, caring men. But then you telling them and like it's a common fact that no man is loved unconditionally, that it's only under the condition that you provide or that you have money, that you have resource, that you have something. And that's a catch-22. I'm kind of against the wall against that because I understand that and it's fucked up, but I also believe what type of world we live in if men was loved unconditionally by women. If you didn't have to pay to play, how many men just wouldn't play, right? Is the question that I always have. So I'm gonna let her continue to shoot herself in the foot.
Type of and caliber of woman that you can get to submit to you validates whether you actually are that nigga.
Okay, I see your point. So if you think you that nigga and you get a female that thinks she that bitch and y'all come together, it ain't gonna no. Because I don't feel like that's I feel like there's no balance because there's always gonna be one who wants to one up the other, who wants to one up the other in the relationship. And
it's not supposed to be a competition. It shouldn't be that way. We shouldn't be trying to one up each other in a relationship. I don't get that part.
There's nobody that's ever gonna want to listen and like want to like sit your ass down and just listen to what I have to say and like let's go with this plan and all this stuff.
Who should lead a relationship?
Who should lead? Both of them equally. I feel like a man should value a woman's opinion just as much as a woman should value a man's opinion. But the thing is, it's stuck in this way that a man runs shit.
Let me ask you this. Do kings rule the kingdom with a queen, or does the king rule and have a queen who has other jobs?
Yeah.
Does the king and queen rule a kingdom together, or does the king rule and the queen has her role in his kingdom? How does that work?
I feel like they should both run it. I feel like they should both.
Not what they should. What do you know about kings and queens? You've never heard that before.
Who's the leader?
I mean, when you like the way you putting it in that type of scenario, it would be the man.
It doesn't seem like you believe that.
Huh?
It doesn't seem like
no,
you believe that.
I mean, that's why I said that, like, I go off historical.
She don't go off. She go off her fucking feelings. That's what they all go off. How they feel.
It's hard to break out of that.
How they feel right
today,
now, to be more specific.
Being that that's how shit was like made to be coming up. It was usually a man in charge. It was usually a man running things. You feel me? So,
but now women want to run things with us.
Exactly. But what's the problem?
Does that work?
What's the problem?
Does that work?
You said, does it work? Why wouldn't it?
Have you seen a company with 2 CEOs? Have you seen a football team with 2 quarterbacks at the same time?
That's not the same.
It is. Roles and responsibilities are a thing. But the difference is, part of why there is this separation is that it's hard for black men to be men anymore because they have another man in the house.
Boom.
And
that's the issue.
I see what you're saying on that, and that's what I was saying like earlier.
But you're going back on that now. You're going back on that.
I'm not going back. Like, you right, because that's what I'm saying. It's always that competition, like one trying to one up the other, or, you know, we constantly have to prove our value to y'all. Like, yes, like my word means something.
Mm-hmm.
But you shouldn't have the last word.
Boom.
Nobody said the last word. Like,
but that's what I mean by a leader. Like in an ideal black household, who should have the last word?
Okay, but look though. Personally, I don't want to be with a man who don't know what he's doing or don't know where he's going.
Then don't be
or
with that man.
Or don't know what he want to do.
Then don't
Those
be
men
with that
shouldn't
man.
exist to you though.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
So I'm not talking about that man. I'm talking about the man that you're with.
The man that I'm with.
Yeah, the man that you're with should be somebody you respect, right?
Of course.
It should be somebody that you understand his level of intellect, his decision
Exactly,
making.
of course.
So why is it a problem to submit to the man that you're with? Because the problem
She
is
was
a
all
lot of women
exactly
choose
up until
men,
that part,
choose
boy.
men, and then they
Just
don't
throw
want to
the brakes
submit to the
on
man
real
they
fast.
chose. So is it that you don't trust your decision making?
I see what you're saying.
I don't.
No. But I'm only
Look, we gonna stop her right there because she wild. Oh, we gonna stop her right there because she fucking wild. But fellas, don't let these Decepticons fool you. They can't turn this femininity on and off no more than you can turn your masculinity on and off. You're either a masculine male or you're not. It's okay to be a masculine male. Don't let nobody throw no toxic in front of your shit because you run your shit the way you run your shit. That's not the thing. Pick them 2 books up, read them 2 books. Now, The Way of the Superior Man, I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot of that shit gonna feel kind of corny to listen to it. Some of y'all motherfucking the Minute Man, he even got a couple verses in there for y'all, a couple tips and tricks that might get you into that second minute in the book as well. It's all about building yourself up, trying to get better and better so that you could qualify for better women. 'Cause that's just the fact of the matter is the same way I tell these dusties they get what they deserve, I'm gonna tell you brothers the same thing, fellas. You get what you deserve. You get what you worked for. It's gonna cost more. It's gonna cost more time. It's gonna cost more money. It's gonna cost more education. It's gonna cost more to get more. It's just the sad facts. There's no way away from this shit. There's no way to say to skip the line. I mean, unless you're short of winning the lottery or some goofy shit like that, you're going to have to actually do the work. It's going to take you reading. It's going to take you getting your ass up and going to the gym. It's going to take you asking your boss for that fucking raise or switching careers or moving companies or whatever the fuck it takes. It's going to always take you doing something else. Ladies, it's the same thing with y'all. You don't got to be dusty for life. I promise you, you do not have to be dusty for life. You might have did dusty things. You might have dusty circumstances because of the dusty things that you did, but you do not have to be dusty for life. All you got to do is the work. It's going to be harder depending on the hole you dug yourself in, how dusty you let yourself get. Same thing with you fellas, depending on how deep in the hole you let yourself get at what age you are, how fat you done got, how broke you done got. It's going to be harder to pull yourself out of some of these holes, but you got your whole life in front of you. Why not try to figure it out? So that's all I got for y'all for today. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Y'all go check out the links in the description. Y'all have anything that you don't like or anything you did like, go ahead and put it in the description below. Put it in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, or dislike it, whatever the fuck it is that you want to do. I'm out of here.